Hey, hello leaders, and welcome back to another video version of the podcast, Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So today we are on episode number 374, and I'm going to give you a little bit different, it's going to be a little bit different today because this is about the fifth podcast that I've been recorded today, and I have a challenge when it comes to traveling, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But I'm not necessarily giving tips. I'm going to be asking you for advice, and I'll give you some extra value at the end, but it's going to be a little different than normal. So here we go. I'm going to hit the record button. You'll hear about 4 seconds of silence, and then we will be going. Hello, leaders, and welcome back to another version. Hello, leaders, and welcome back to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So today is episode number 374, and I want to talk to you about the challenge of traveling. As leaders, we seem to travel quite a bit, some of you, and this is one challenge that you may have down pat, but it's a challenge that I really struggle with. So it seems every time I travel, I got to work 3 times harder before I travel to even get to the point where I can leave. And then when I come back, it seems like I'm playing catch up for a week. Does anybody else struggle with this? Well, this is a challenge that instead of me giving advice to you and tips to you, I'm asking you for help. I'd love to hear from you on what really works as far as preparing to travel for a few days or a week. And is there any way to prepare so you don't have to work around the clock for a few days before leaving? Or, when you come up or when you come back, playing that catch-up game? I've tried to start preparing a couple weeks in advance and trying to just do a little bit extra every day. And I still feel like I'm cramming. Right before I leave. So I'm leaving tomorrow to go away for 5 days, and I'm forced to do like 5 or 6 episodes today of the podcast. So I've also tried to schedule a couple of catch-up days when I return, but it's still I've also tried to schedule a couple catch-up days when I return from traveling, but it still seems like I'm chasing a train when I return. So today, it's simple. I'm asking you for tips. If I get enough tips from you, I want to do a few episodes in the future centered around leadership traveling tips. And I'll give you the credit, of course, for giving me tips, or I won't mention your name at all if you don't want me to. It's up to you. So here's what I want you to do. Please send me any of traveling tips that you have to Paul Grau, that's PaulGrau, at currentleadershipcoaching.com. And as always, like I said, I'll share your name only if you say it's okay. Hey, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your day. Until tomorrow, run to your challenges. Okay, so again, short and sweet, and basically, I'm asking you for help on this one. What kind of travel tips really work for you? Now, I'm talking about preparation before you travel, and I'm talking about kind of returning from your business trip or your vacation or whatever. What tips do you do to make it feel not as bad when you return and playing catch up? Because, see, with me, it's me, myself, and I. My wife does some of the stuff in the business, but for the most part, I do everything. So what can I do to help me be more productive and not have to work as many hours before I go and not have to play catch up when I get home? So please email me. I would greatly appreciate this, and I will give you all the credit on future episodes if you want. I would love to mention you by name. And if you don't want your name mentioned, just maybe say, Paul from Arkansas. That kind of narrows it down. Maybe if I say Sue from Colorado, or Betty from New York, or Tim from Chicago or Illinois, whatever. But I really want your advice on this because I need some help. Have a great day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges. We'll see you.